Hello and welcome friends to this new episode where we will again review fascinating new UAP footage that came in just recently, the last days. So let's go through the footage together friends and see if we have some truly anomalous stuff here. Hi and welcome to Chasm. I'm your host Sebastian, so let's get into the videos. Now here's a video that has been recorded just a few days ago on the 30th of December of last year. Wow, we are in 2025! I keep forgetting it. So this was filmed on the 30th near the city of St. Bury Edmunds in the UK. Let's have a look friends, what the person filming here has found. Looks like a very colorful object. Very colorful. But it is quite far away. It is quite far away. And I wish we would get more context. For me, it is always important, friends, to see context. If we have filmed something, like how do the surroundings look? What daylight do we have? Like what are the conditions, okay? Let's see the landscape, let's see the surroundings, because if we just have a black image with something in the sky, it could be anything, it could be anywhere. We cannot establish movement, we cannot establish weird erratic behavior because there's no reference frame. You need points of reference, friends. You need points of reference. So unfortunately, I cannot say much about this footage. This is like, it could be anything. It could also be an LED kite, okay? Very often you will have these colorful LED kites, and I see more and more videos saying like, wow, you insane UAP, when in reality, friends, it's an LED kite. We have more and more blinking stuff going on these days because, yeah, people love LEDs, people love flashy, beautiful colors, and LED kites are apparently all the rage now. So be already prepared for more and more misattributions of LED kites. Now this next one is finally again from our favorite UAP hotspot lately, New Jersey. This was filmed on the 26th of December at the city of Swedesboro, New Jersey. Let's have a look what's happening, friends. Okay, very important, we have context. We saw street lights. We see surrounding houses, a street, very important. And flashing lights in the sky. Now this wouldn't be maybe strange, but there appear to be quite a few flashing lights in the sky. Okay, like quite a few. Wow! Yeah, quite a few flashing lights in the sky. Highly interesting. This again reminds me of this famous MUFON case, South Korea, where we had these strobing lights in the sky that kind of appeared and disappeared, and they were like strobing, like strobes. I'm showing it in the background right now. And, you know, sometimes these orbs phase in and out of existence, and sometimes they are strobing, like pop, 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 like erratic lights. This sighting here reminds me of that, in a way. Very interesting sighting, very interesting sighting. Of course, because it's so dark, we cannot exclude a mundane explanation, maybe some drone light show, but the person seeing this was legitimately baffled. He wrote like, I have no idea what I just witnessed. And I don't think that the person could be so easily fooled by drones. Because we saw, people are not stupid, they know the difference between orbs and drones. So this is an interesting sighting. Now this next video has been sent to me by a viewer, a person from Serbia who recorded this just a few days ago. Was walking home in the evening and then saw an orange light in the sky, immediately pulled out the smartphone and started recording. Here's what this person saw. Now, I wish the video was longer, okay? It's unfortunate that we don't see any more strange maneuvers. The person said that the object then just flew away at the same speed that you saw before. So we don't see any extraordinary maneuvers. But is it a drone though? Unusual, I would say unusual color for a drone. Is it a Chinese lantern? Very unusual to have one single Chinese lantern, and also I think it's a bit too bright for Chinese lanterns. Okay, Chinese lanterns are normally not so very bright, and this here was filmed finally with a good smartphone. So what is very important here, we can see very clearly the outlines of the leaves and the surroundings. Okay, we have like some sort of telephone line or whatever, some sort of line here, and what is very important, when the person zooms in, we can see very clearly the leaves, like this, like the leaves are very clear, okay? So this means this is very much in focus. Like the camera has focused this quite perfectly. So the very sharp outlines of the trees tell us that it is very much in focus, very much. And this is important because the object seems to be, even though it's perfectly in focus, it seems to be round. Okay? So this is probably not bokeh effect. If the camera wouldn't have 100% focused on the image, then I would say, hey, this could be the bokeh effect, where it appears that this object is a sphere, but in reality it's just an effect of the optical lens that has not focused 100%. This is called bokeh effect. But here we see, no, this is perfectly focused. Look at the leaves, look at the surroundings. And yet still, this appears to be like a pretty bright, glowing, pretty bright orange sphere. So even though this object doesn't do any weird maneuvers, the fact alone that it is so unusually bright and so very, very round, I find that already quite strange. And the person filming this said that he found the object also very strange. That's why he started filming. So, Chinese lantern, now we probably cannot exclude it with 100% probability. But I would say the Chinese lantern solution is not so likely in this case because it is just unusually bright and so very, very round. Even though it is perfectly, look how perfectly focused this is. And this looks so bright and so round. So I will leave this one open. I cannot definitively say, yes, this is an orb. It still could be, in theory, an unusually bright Chinese lantern. Like the Chinese went full crazy and they said, let's make an extra bright Chinese lantern, which is round, much rounder in shape, and let's put in like super bright LED lights and use the brightest candles that we have. You know, like let's make this super bright. This, friends, we cannot exclude this. Okay, I will be crystal clear here. We cannot exclude this. However, it's an interesting sighting, very interesting sighting. And we cannot rule out the possibility that it was really an orb. Now here's another orb filmed by someone recently, just a few days ago, and sent to me via email. Thank you so much, friends, for sending me your footage. I love you for sending me your footage. This is a dream come true. This is too good to be true almost. This is wonderful for me, reviewing this footage and like finding out together, hopefully, in this interesting community that seems to be forming right now, where we want to get to the truth together. We want to find out, like, are those things anomalous? And what percentage is anomalous? And if they are anomalous, what could those things be? So let's have a look. This was filmed just a few days ago.
These are exiting into outer space. They're not planes, man.
Yeah, so the person seems to acknowledge, hey, this is something strange. Okay, this is not a plane.
Oh, here.
See that? The color. See the color? Same as before of the orb from Serbia? Same color, same everything? Like the one from Serbia? Thousands of kilometers away. This was filmed in the US, by the way. Strange, isn't it? Also a Chinese lantern? Unusually bright again. Unusually bright.
This is nuts. Look. What's
There
it
it
doing?
goes. It disappeared.
Almost.
Yeah, and it seems to be flying away
It's trying
at a
to
higher
hide
speed.
itself. I think it knows I'm filming it.
Ah,
Oh no, there it went in outer space. Almost. It's trying to hide itself. I think it knows I'm filming it.
that's
Oh no,
interesting.
there it went in outer space. Yep.
So the person filming this said, like, I think it knows that I'm filming it. So the moment the person started filming, it went away at a higher and higher speed. Do Chinese lanterns do that? Kind of like, oh, this guy is filming me. I'm not comfortable being in the center of attention. I will run away now. Do Chinese lanterns do that? I don't think so. So it is interesting. Also, I love the commentary of the people, because you see, like, guys, people are not stupid. They know the difference between an anomalous orb in the sky, like an orange light, a weird looking orange ball of light, and a regular drone. People are not stupid. And you heard the guy, you heard him.
Exiting
Like-
into outer space. They're not planes, man.
He's saying, like, they're not planes. He thinks they are going into space. Like they come from somewhere else. They are like some sort of exploratory craft. And they go back into space. That's his theory. I find the theory interesting. I will not dismiss any theory here, friends. On this channel, we will always think in probabilities. Okay? This is like Schrödinger's cat of channels. We will always think in probabilities and say, like, okay, this could be, so we shouldn't exclude it. Yeah? Even if we think the probability for something might be low,
Nuts.
I don't think we can exclude it.
Look. What's
There
it
it
doing?
goes.
And this is interesting. This is,
Disappeared.
Almost.
hear how surprised they are. And this is flying away at quite a speed. Whoop, seems to be,
Went in outer space. Yep.
seems to disappear pretty quickly once the person starts filming. Strange, isn't it? Now, friends, here is an excerpt that I wanted to share with you. I wanted to talk to you about this because I was fascinated and I was blown away when I saw this. I couldn't believe it. George Knapp, an absolute hero of UFO research, in my opinion, an absolute hero of UFO research, a very amazing journalist from the good old days. Remember when journalism was still about finding the truth? Remember those days? He's one of the old guard, okay? One of the old journalists who still want to find out the truth, and he doesn't care about preconceived notions, what is realistic, what is unrealistic. Let's just find the truth, okay? I don't care about does it seem likely or does it seem unlikely? And he has this new documentary on Netflix, and there's one scene where he tries with a group of people to find unidentified submerged objects, USOs, okay? USOs are objects that are like UFOs but underwater. And UFOs, UAPs, seem to sometimes go into water and out of water unfazed, completely unfazed. This is called transmedium capability. We saw this, for instance, very impressively in the Aguadilla film. 2013, US Customs and Border Patrol filmed an unusual object going into the water at a very high speed, completely unfazed by the water. Completely like as if the water wasn't there, like completely undisturbed by it. This is a capability that UFOs seem to sometimes exert. And George Knapp, together with a team, they have tried to find such objects. And apparently in this new documentary, they managed to film such an object. I'm not 100% sure where this was filmed, friends. He went with a few fishermen, and those fishermen tried to film such objects, because the fishermen in this area, they say, like, they see these lights all the time. They see these lights all the time, going in and out of the water. Wow. 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 This is fascinating footage. This is fascinating footage. Now, many people say, like, oh, this is too good to be true, this is staged. Oh, this is like, no, this is staged and whatever. Could be, we cannot exclude it, okay? We cannot exclude it. George Knapp is normally, I would say, a very legit guy, okay? Like, very high quality journalist. And I think it's unlikely that he would, like, tamper around, like he would do such a stuff. I think it's extremely unlikely. So I will take this footage seriously, okay? Even more so, since we saw something very similar. Let me show you something. That was recorded not long ago near, this is quite insane, near Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Exactly where this Customs and Border Patrol movie was filmed, of that strange object flying at very high speeds into the water. Exactly there. Let's have a look.
No acercarme mucho.
Yeah, no.
Wow, mira eso. Me acerqué.
Look at how bright it is. I mean, and I think it is a bit too bright to be bioluminescence. Bioluminescence, you can see it quite nicely at night when it's very dark, but this is unusually bright for a bioluminescent object, okay? This looks very similar to what George Knapp showed in his documentary of an unidentified submerged object. Now this next one, friends, I find extremely fascinating. It was filmed by one of our viewers, Philip, who sent me this footage here, and he lives in Indonesia, okay? And he was driving his car just recently, a week ago or so, when he saw some strange objects in the sky, and he was filming from the car. Let's have a look what he saw. What? Like this? What? What was that? Okay, there are more strange objects in the sky. There are more strange objects in the sky. Now let's do our usual routine where we zoom in and we enhance contrast to find out what object Philip could have filmed in Indonesia. Let's have a look. What the, like, okay, this is, friends, this is legit bizarre stuff. What the hell? Look at this. Look at this thing here. What is this object? Look at this. Or let's say multiple objects. Like this is a weird, like this is a super weird shape, kind of like a flying banana. Let's call it a flying banana, okay? And I would say, okay guys, maybe this is an optical effect. This is an airplane or this is a helicopter that kind of like due to overexposure looks like a weird banana, but in fact it's just one of those helicopters with two rotor blades or something. But we have two smaller objects flying around this thing in weird erratic ways. Like woo, all over the place. This is insane. Look at this. Look at these other objects here. Look at these. See them? Like we have two small balls or orbs doing this kind of stuff, flying around all over the place, kind of like circling this larger object. And we can see it is going quite fast, okay? Like this is... Look how fast it is coming. Look how fast. It's okay. Let's say this is an airplane, right? If this is an airplane, what are those things? Those smaller things here? What are those smaller objects around it? Let's increase contrast even more. Look at this. We can clearly see these two smaller objects. Look at them. See those objects? Like what are we seeing? What are we even seeing here? This has to be the most bizarre object I have ever seen. Flying, guys, it is a flying banana. Or a flying what? With two small objects going around it in very erratic ways. Look at this. What? What Philip filmed here in Indonesia is next level bizarre. Okay? Like I have not seen such a UFO shape. Okay, let's see if other people have seen a banana-shaped UAP with two smaller orbs floating around or circling around it like small satellites. There are a lot of bizarre UAP shapes that have been reported over the decades. We have the classic saucers, but we also have weird, really weird ones, okay? So, and the one that I would say could be similar is this pear-shaped one. Shaped like a pear or like a light bulb. So, we have light bulb-shaped UAPs seen. Maybe this is some new shape. Banana shape. They are very innovative. I have to say they are very innovative. I mean, yeah, this is crazy stuff, friends. This is really bizarre. If not for those two smaller objects circling it in bizarre, erratic ways, I would say, guys, this could be, I don't know, a helicopter or something due to overexposure looking strange. But it is going fast. We can see it comes in here at quite the speed. Let's look at it again in real time. Let's zoom out again a bit and watch it again in real time. Okay. We see it coming in. Wow. Insanely bizarre footage. And then there are still these other objects. See? There are still these other objects in the sky. So it's not only this one object. So this is very interesting footage. And Philip has told me, by the way, that he will send me more videos that he made of such bizarre objects where he lives. So I am keenly awaiting this footage, and I think we will get more and more fascinating footage by you, the viewers themselves, All over the world, people are filming strange things. All over the world, this is happening. So I cannot wait to see more fascinating footage, friends. Thank you so much for watching, friends. This is great. I'm having a lot of fun reviewing all the footage that we have. And I think there's a core of legitimate sightings, I would say around 5%, where we have to say, hey, this cannot be explained by drones, by balloons, by Chinese lanterns, whatever. This is legit, anomalous craft, strange craft, displaying some technology that is far beyond ours. And of course, I would like to thank our Patreons who support this channel. You people are amazing. Have a nice day, friends. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.